Good morning. Today we will see the solved question paper of May 2018, both 2016 and 2010 scheme. So the first question short essay was what is the normal blood urea level and discuss how ammonia is converted to urea. The around 7 to 20 milligram per deciliter, that means almost 2.5 to 7.1 millimole per liter is considered as normal. The urea cycle converts highly toxic ammonia to the urea for excretion. The urea cycle takes place primarily in the liver and to a lesser extent in the kidneys. Amino acid catabolism results in waste ammonia converted into less toxic substance thus urea via urea cycle, which occurs mainly in the liver. Urea is produced by the liver is then released into the bloodstream where it travels to the kidney and ultimately excreted in the urine. Before the urea cycle begins, ammonia is converted to carbonyl phosphatate. This reaction is catalyzed by carbamoyl phosphatase synthetase 1 and requires the use of 2 ATP molecule. The carbonyl phosphatase then enters the urea cycle. The carbonyl phosphatase converted to citrulline which catalyzes by ornithine transcarbamylase. The carbonyl phosphatase donated to the ornithine and release a phosphate group. A condensation reaction occurs between the amino group of aspartate and carbonyl group of citrulline to form arginosuccinate. This reaction is ATP dependent and catalyzed by arginosuccinate synthetase. Arginosuccinate undergoes cleavage by arginosuccinase to form argine and fumarate. Arginine is cleaved by arginase to form urea and ornithine. The ornithine is then transported back to the mitochondria to begin the urea cycle again. Second, mention the classification of fatty acid and add a note on PUFA. Depending upon number of carbon atoms, the amino acids are transferred to even chain, odd chain. Depending upon length of hydrocarbon chain, they are classified as short chain fatty acid, medium chain fatty acid and long chain fatty acid, very long chain fatty acid. Depending on nature of hydrocarbon chain, they are classified as saturated fatty acid, unsaturated fatty acid, branched chain fatty acid and hydroxy fatty acid. PUFA, which is polyunsaturated fatty acids, are fatty acids that contain more than one double bond in their backbone. This class includes many important compounds as essential fatty acids and those driving the characteristic property. Polyunsaturated fatty acids in culinary oils undergo oxidative deterioration at a temperature of 150 degrees Celsius. The heating causes a free radical chain reaction which oxidizes the PUFAs to hydroperoxide which further decomposes into a complex mixture of secondary products. A high PUFA content of immune cell phospholipids is linked to maintenance of membrane order and to function of membrane lipids and proteins. PUFAs are constituents of signaling molecules generated from cell membrane phospholipids and are substrates for synthesis of oxidized derivatives that serve as mediators and regulators of immune and inflammatory responses. Short notes, the first one is Benedict test. Benedict test is a chemical test that can be used for check for the presence of reducing sugars in a given analyte, commonly the urine. Therefore, simple carbohydrates containing pre-ketone or aldehyde functional group can be identified with this test. This test is based on Benedict's reagent, also known as Benedict solution, which is a complex mixture of sodium citrate, sodium carbonate and pentahydrate of copper 2 sulfate. When exposed to reducing sugars, the reactions undergo by Benedict reagent result in formation of a brick red precipitate which indicate the positive Benedict test. Benedict test principles are when reducing sugar is subjected to heat in the presence of an alkali, it gets converted to endiol which is relatively powerful reducing agent. Therefore, when reducing sugars are present in analyte, the cupric ions in Benedict solutions are reduced to cuprous ion. This cuprous ion forms copper 1 oxide with reaction mixer and precipitate as a brick red colored compound. Interpretation of the result of Benedict test. If it is green, the presence of reducing sugar is 0.5%. If it is yellow, 1%. If it is orange, 1.5%. Red, it indicates 2% presence of sugar. Functions of calcium. Calcium is one of the most important minerals for our human body. Calcium helps from the maintenance of healthy teeth and bone. Proper levels of calcium over lifetime can help to prevent osteoporosis, the building strong bones and teeth, clotting of blood, sending and receiving nerve signals, squeezing and relaxing of the muscles, releasing hormones and other chemicals, keeping a normal heartbeat. These are the functions of calcium. Answer briefly. Bile salts. Bile salts are one of the primary components of bile. Bile is a greenish yellow fluid made by the liver and stored in our gallbladder. Bile salts help in digestion of fats in our bodies. They also help us to absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E and K. Bile salts are produced by hepatocyte cells in the liver and are derived from cholesterol. When an alkaline substance meets an acid, it causes neutralizing reaction. This reaction produces water and a chemical source called bile salt. Oral glucose tolerance test. Oral glucose tolerance test. The glucose tolerance test, also known as oral glucose tolerance test, measures the body's response to sugar, that is the glucose. It can be used to screen the type 2 diabetes. The test usually carried out in early morning after an overnight fasting. The fasting blood sample and the urine are collected, then 75 mg of glucose dissolved in 100 to 150 ml of water is given to drink. Venous blood for the estimation of blood sugar collected at half-hourly interval for 2 to 2.5 hours or hourly interval for 3 hours after ingestion of glucose. Urine specimens also collected at the same time. Blood glucose estimated in each samples and urine tested for the presence of sugar. The fasting blood glucose in this category is usually within the range of 60 to 100 mg per deciliter. The blood glucose does not rise above 160 mg per deciliter. The blood glucose at 2 hours after the lot is considered, it has to be 110 mg per deciliter in case of normal. The urine remains free of glucose throughout the test. The enzymes elevated in acute myocardial infarction. Cardiac troponins T and I are preferred markers of myocardial injury as they have the highest sensitivities and specificities for the diagnosis of acute MI. Myocardial muscle creatine kinase is found mainly in the heart. CKMB levels increase within 3 to 12 hours onset of the chest pain, reaches the peak values within 24 hours and return to a baseline after 48 to 72 hours. Sensitivity and specificity are not high as per the troponin level. Myoglobin level, it is released more rapidly from infected myocardium than troponin and CKMB and may be detected as early as 2 hours after an acute MI. Next we will see the question paper of 2010. First is formation and disposal of ammonia as a part of the 2016 first question we have seen that. Then short notes. Biochemical role of vitamin A. Vitamin A functions at two levels in the body. At first, visual cycle in the retina of the eye. Second is all body tissue systemically to maintain growth and soundness of the cell. Vitamin A is essential for vision, especially dark adaptation, immune response, bone growth, reproduction, maintenance of surface lining of eyes, epithelial cell growth and repair, epithelial integrity of respiratory, urinary and intestinal tract. Vitamin A also important for embryonic development and regulation of adult gene. Vitamin A and retinoic acid play a central role in development of differentiation of white blood cells, thus lymphocytes, which play a critical role in immune response. Skin and mucosal cells, that is, both function as the barrier from the body's first line of defense mechanism. Retinol and its metabolites are required to maintain integrity and functioning of these cells. Keratinization of mucous membrane in vitamin A deficiency add up to the risk of infection. Retinol binding protein is negative in acute phase protein that result in decreased circulatory concentration of vitamin with further deterioration of the immune system. Vitamin A required for general body growth, bone and brain development. Catabolism of bilirubin. Bilirubin is a yellow compound that occurs in the normal catabolic pathway that breaks down invertebrates. The catabolism in the body's clearance of waste products that rise from the destruction of aged or abnormal red blood cells. Heme is split into iron and the pigment is biliverdin. Iron goes into iron hole and it is reused. First form pigment biliverdin is reduced to bilirubin. Bilirubin is released into the blood to form from the reticuloendothelial cells. In blood, the bilirubin is transported by plasma protein albumin. Bilirubin circulating in the blood is called free bilirubin or unconjugated bilirubin. Within few hours after entering the circulation, the free bilirubin or the unconjugated bilirubin taken up by the liver cells. In the liver, it is conjugated with the glucuronic acid to form conjugated bilirubin. The conjugated bilirubin is then excreted in the intestine through the bile. In the intestine, 50% of the conjugated bilirubin is converted to urobilinogen by the intestinal bacteria. The first conjugated bilirubin is deconjugated into the free bilirubin, which is later reduced into urobilinogen. Remaining 50% conjugated bilirubin from the intestine absorbed into the blood and enters the liver through portal vein. From liver, it is resecreted in the bile. Most of the urobilinogen from the intestine enters liver via intrahepatic circulation, later excreted to the bile. About 5% of urobilinogen excreted in the kidney through the urine. In urine, due to exposure to air, the urobilinogen is converted to urobilin by oxidation. Some of the urobilinogen excreted in the feces are stercobilinogen in feces, stercobilinogen oxidized into stercobolin. Define anion gap. Anion gap is the measurement of the difference or gap between negatively charged and positively charged electrolytes. The magnitude of this difference, that is the gap, in the serum is often calculated in the medicine when attempting to identify the cause of metabolic acidosis, a lower than normal pH in the blood. If the gap is greater than normal, then a high anion gap metabolic acidosis is diagnosed. Next is fluorosis. It is a common disorder characterized by hypomineralization of tooth enamel caused by ingestion of excessive fluoride during enamel formation. Tetany. It is a disorder, increase in neuronal excitability, usually associated with hypocalcemia. We report a patient with typical tetanic cramps and carpopedal spasm in the postoperative period despite of normal serum concentration of calcium, which responded to intravenous infusion of calcium. Reverse cholesterol transport. Reverse cholesterol transport, in short RCT, is the process by which the cholesterol in non-hepatic tissue is transported back to the liver via plasma components HDL along with ATP binding acid transporters ABCA1 and ABCG1. Cori cycle. The Cori cycle, named after it discovers Carl Fernand and Cori and Gentry Cori, is a metabolic pathway in which lactate produced by anaerobic glycolysis in muscle is transported to the liver and converted to glucose, which in then returns the muscle and cyclically metabolizes back to lactate. Thank you for listening.